What's up, guys? It's Jensen and welcome to another video. So despite a little bit of concerns for the Denver Nuggets, they've been rolling this year, currently the number 2 seed, and I like what I'm seeing out of them. They're top 5 in assists and top 5 in defense right now. The Nuggets are a legit contender in the West, even with the LA teams performing so great, even with Utah, and they just had a big winning streak. I still think that Denver is definitely a big time contender in the West. I think that Nikola Jokic is finally finding his stride. He started out a little slow this year, but he's slowly been picking it up. I have full confidence in Jokic to be 100% by the time the playoffs roll around. But there is one concern when I look at this Denver team right now. 18th in points per game. I don't think that's going to cut it against the rest of the Western Conference teams. You're going to need to score more than that, in my opinion. So I think the Nuggets should be looking for a trade right now for a player that could put up some points and potentially get them into a top 10 scoring team, because this Denver team should be better than 18th when you look at them right now. With Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, Gary Harris, Will Barton, these are legit scorers right now. They should be higher than 18th, but nevertheless, I do think that they need a little bit of scoring boost, which is why they should be targeting Kevin Love right now. I'm calling Kevin Love the Cleveland Cavaliers right now every single day about Kevin Love if I'm the Denver Nuggets, because this is the type of guy that could put the Nuggets over the top. So my projected trade would be that the Nuggets send Paul Millsap and a future first-round pick to Cleveland for Kevin Love. Now, obviously, Paul Millsap has to heal from his injury first before this trade could possibly happen. But once he does, I don't think Denver should think twice about this trade. This is perfect for them, because you're getting a guy in Kevin Love whom, offensively, this is a perfect fit next to Nikola Jokic. I feel like their games would mesh so well. They're both great rebounders. They can both space the floor. And that allows room for guys like Jamal Murray to slash into the paint. This could be one of the best offenses in the league if they get Kevin Love, because I think these guys will play well off each other. And not to mention the rebounding effect Kevin Love has. He's one of the better rebounders in the NBA. And just think about the starting lineup right now. If they got Kevin Love, they'd have Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, Will Barton, Kevin Love, and Nikola Jokic as a starting lineup. All 5 of those guys can shoot the 3. There isn't another team in the NBA that could really say that. That would be a legit crew right there for Denver. Not to mention you got guys like Jeremy Grant, the versatile power forward off the bench. Monte Morris, he's an underrated point guard. Mason Plumlee is a pretty decent backup center off the bench. And not to mention Michael Porter Jr. We know how talented this guy was. He should have been a top 3 pick if it wasn't for his back injury, but he's finally putting it together. This is a legit Denver squad if they get Kevin Love. They can compete with the Clippers, who are my favorites right now. They could compete with the Lakers, the Jazz, and I think they would have easy times, probably beat like the Rockets, per se, in like 5 games, because a crew like that would be hard to stop. Now, for Cleveland, this makes a ton of sense too. You're getting rid of Kevin Love and his long contract, 4 years. He's making $28 million this year. That's just a pretty atrocious contract for Cleveland. So you're getting Paul Millsap, whose contract expires after this season. And then you're able to get a first-round pick, which I know it's not going to be a lottery pick or anything, but certainly that doesn't hurt if you're Cleveland and you're trying to rebuild. But the most important thing about this is that Kevin Love isn't happy in Cleveland. You got to get rid of him. You're bringing a guy like Paul Millsap. I know there's a little bit of turmoil in Cleveland right now, but Paul Millsap, he's a good locker room guy. He's a good leader. He could probably stabilize the entire turmoil and chaos in Cleveland. Maybe they can finally start to win some games. Plus, every touch that goes to Kevin Love in Cleveland is a touch that Colin Sexton or Darius Garland isn't getting. Those are the guys Cleveland needs to focus on. Kevin Love, they should deal him at first chance. And if you're able to get a guy like Paul Millsap who's a good leader, that's only good for Cleveland. So, that's what I think should happen. And I think this would be perfect for all sides involved. This might be the rare time where you might actually have a perfect NBA trade, which would certainly be interesting to see. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll be providing more NBA and NFL hot takes as the season goes on. And have a good day.